Hey guys, Sarah here. For today's video, I wanted to teach you how to make your own food plan. Now, even if you're not trying to lose weight, you just want to eat healthier, how and what you eat is crucial to your quality of life. And I also want to teach you guys that healthy eating does not necessarily mean kale smoothies and cutting back carbs. It's about fueling your body with what it needs, and different bodies have different needs. So I want to present to you the science and formulas needed to come up with these plans, and then show you how to use them so that you can come up with a plan that works for you. Alright, so the first step we need to do is determine our calorie budget. Now this is going to be the maximum amount of calories you will consume every day. And a lot of people might think that a good standard is 2,000 calories a day. We've been told this for a long time, but upon doing some research, that number is not based on any science. Okay? Back in 1990, the Nutrition Labeling and Education Act was passed because it was recognized that we needed to have a calorie intake reference.
The USDA sent out a survey and found that adult males reported to have consumed between 2,000 and 3,000 calories, and females consumed between 1,600 and 2,200 calories a day. So it was decided that 2,000 calories would be the standard.
Again, this number is not based on any real science, just self-reported consumption, and it doesn't take into account a person's age, activity level, body weight or body type, and their weight. We have to determine that for ourselves. And the first step is to find our basic metabolic rate, or the BMR. Now this is what your body burns while at rest, and accounts for roughly 60 to 70% of your daily total. The most accurate formula for determining your BMR is called the Benedict formula, and it is as follows.
As an example of how to use this formula, let's say we have a 35-year-old woman who is 5'6" and weighs 160 pounds. According to this formula, she would have a BMR of 1,489 calories.
Now, to get our total calories for the day, we also have to take into account our activity level. Now, this can be any physical activity, not just formal exercise, so you can include any recreational activity or hobbies like camping, hiking, snowmobiling, whatever.
There are 5 categories for physical activity. The first is sedentary, which is little to no exercise. The second is lightly active, which is light exercises or activity 1 to 3 days a week. Third is moderately active, which is moderate exercise or activity 3 to 5 days a week. Next is very active, which is hard exercise or activity 6 to 7 days a week. And finally, we have extra active, which is very hard exercise, physical job, or training twice a day. Using our example, let's say our lady is lightly active. We would take her BMR and multiply it by 1.375 for a grand total of 2,047 calories. To lose weight, she would just have to take away 500 calories. And to gain weight, she would have to add 350 calories.
We still have to be conscious of what we consume, because the body needs calories from 3 different sources, which are your carbs, fats, and protein. There's a reason why some people can seemingly eat all day and never gain weight, while other people just look at a cake and then they gain 5 pounds. And this has to do with the body type. And each body type requires a different ratio of your carbs, fats, and proteins in order to process the calories. Generally speaking, there are 3. First one is an ectomorph. Now, ectomorphs are those ones that tend to be slim with very little body fat, constantly eating throughout the day. This is because they have a high metabolism, so they burn through everything that they eat. This makes it very difficult for them to put on any sort of weight, including muscle.
It is recommended that ectomorphs follow a diet plan of 55% carbs, 25% protein, and 20% fats, eating frequent meals throughout the day.
The second body type is called a mesomorph. Now, mesomorphs tend to have a medium bone structure with natural muscle. They are wide in the shoulders and narrow in the waist. And because they can gain muscle fairly easily, they can go both ways. They can lose weight fairly quickly, and they can gain weight fairly quickly.
The recommended diet plan for mesomorphs is 30% protein, 40% carbs, and 30% fats. The third body type is an endomorph. Endomorphs tend to have a medium to large bone structure, are generally narrow in the shoulders and wide in the hips, and tend to have more body fat than the other types, which is carried around the lower abdomen, hips, and thighs. Often they find it a challenge to lose weight. It is recommended that endomorphs follow a diet plan of 25% carbs, 35% protein, and 40% fats, focusing on the omega-3s and avoiding saturated and trans fats.
It is important to remember that these three body types are not absolutes. Some of you may find that you're a hybrid of two of them, or there have been known for people to have traits of all three. Also remember that unhealthy habits or medical issues can cause a body to exhibit traits of a body type when they are another. Now that you've figured out how much you need to eat and how it all fit into your food plan, we need to decide what to eat. Now this is where diets like the keto diet, paleo, Whole30, or if your doctor has recommended a diet to you, this is where you incorporate that into your plan. And it's important to remember to include getting the right amount of vitamins and minerals, and also water. And if you have any questions, you can always talk to your doctor or a dietitian or other professional, and they can give you advice and recommendations on what to consume. It's also crucially important, in my opinion, to include a meal or a day to indulge. This would be your cheat day, if you will. And this is important because diet and exercise put stress on the body, even when it's done right. So it's important to regularly rest your mind and your body, let it relax, let your hormones balance out, reduce your stress levels, and then get back onto your plan. Also important to remember when you're doing this that if you are consistently eating according to your plan, one meal or one day is not going to derail you. We're going to mess up. It's going to happen. There's no need to act like we're walking on a tightrope and any toe out of line is going to send us crashing to our death. It's not going to happen. So just remember, if you mess up, let it be. It is what it is. Go back to your goals and your motivations, your reasons why that you want to make this change, and just remind yourself and then do better the next day.
I hope all this information is helpful to you guys. And again, if you have any suggestions of videos or posts that you'd like to see in the future, just leave a comment and I'll do my best to make it happen. Thanks for watching.